Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at a dry bag from MyMedic. We received this in a subscription box in a prior video, but today we're going to bust this thing open. We're going to look at all the individual components and see if MyMedic delivers a dry essentials bag that is worth your money. Okay, so I've had this dry bag sitting here when we originally took a look at it, and it has individual bags of gear in this kit. And I didn't really want to open everything up, but the more I thought about it, and to help you guys with the decision on this bag, I just figured, well, we'll go ahead and we'll open up everything and we'll lay it out, see how it looks. But I will say this for MyMedic, what they did with this dry bag. Most dry bags you get, they really kind of look like this, okay? And when you wrap the top of the bag and you close it together, that generally makes your handle. And I've seen some dry bags, that's all it'll be. And from the other video, I just really do like that I kind of showed you guys that this is set up like a backpack. It does have padding, it has the breathable mesh, here, has some plastic D-rings on your shoulder straps, and it does have a chest strap. And it does have some little side pockets. So that's really nice to be able to utilize this as a backpack. Now, on MyMedic's website, this does go for $249. So it is expensive. But as you can see here, you do, if you didn't watch the previous video, maybe you can go back and check it out. But we're going to get into all the individual components here anyway, so it really doesn't matter. But one thing I did do is I went to MyMedic's website to look at this bag to see what they had to say, because I know I did get some comments on what type of kit this was supposed to be. And it seems to be that it is a one person. It's not for multiple people. This is a bag that you'll buy for you, not to take care of you and somebody else. So if you like, at the end of this video, if you like this, just keep in mind that you're gonna need to buy, possibly 2 of these, maybe for somebody else. Or again, you can just, do your own, which is what most people opt to do. But the first bag here that was on top was this bag that had a skull cap. And let's see. And it is branded from MyMedic. You can see there. And it's a really nice. It feels like it's a, let's see if it has a tag that says what it is somewhere. And it does not. Does it tell me what it's made out of? No, it doesn't, but that's okay. It feels really nice, and the fact that it has an interior lining to it will help with wind. It'll help cut down, that whip that you'll get from wind. So yeah, this is a nice beanie hat. And like I said, this is part of this kit's clothing, because they kind of give you a little bit of everything in this kit. So we got a beanie hat, and let's see if they, okay, this is a bag that says it's for sun protection, shelter, and clothing. So we'll open it up. And the first thing we got is a little MyMedic bag that has, I'm assuming, some sunglasses in it. And yeah, all right. It has a Ziploc bag, and it has a pair of shades. So nice. And let's see. They got MyMedic I don't know if that's going to focus or not, but it has My Medic right there on the side. And on this side it says Stay Alive right here on the arm. So yeah, got a cool pair of shades. And it's noted that there's no side, they're not wraparound, so you don't get any side protection. Not really a criticism, just something to be aware of. So you do get a pair of sunglasses in this kit, which is nice. All right, so we got a pair of sunglasses. See if I can try to keep everything together. Okay, and we got a pair of My Medic, again, My Medic gloves. And these are not like the they're not like the cheap plastic dip gloves. These are actually really substantial. Like, it's really hard for me to describe it, for this to convey over a video. But these things are really thick. Like, they're really, really, they got some meat to them. And the texturing here is not, it feels kind of like a grippy plastic dip type material. And then this is just like a rubberized type feeling, and then this is cloth up here. Okay, so we have sunglasses and a pair of nice gloves, and we have a pair of socks, and it says, it's got My Medic, Stay Alive, let's see, what has it got? Pressure, reusable toilet paper, backup gloves, low-grade water filter, pressure bandage. So I guess they're on the sock here, they're giving you all of the other uses that you can use these socks for. So it's interesting. Backup gloves, yes. Low-grade water filter, pressure bandage, all right. So yeah, and you could wipe your rear end with them. And they do have a reinforced heel on them. And they're not, they're not very thick. They're not really thick. They're kind of thin, but it's okay. In the absence of, these are perfectly acceptable. And then we have another My Medic branded piece here. This is an emergency poncho, and I'm assuming it's 50 by 80 inch. I'm assuming it's just just a plastic. I'm not going to open this because it's just a poncho. Yeah, it does, and at least from the picture representation on this, it does have an integrated hood, which would be really nice as long as that's how it is. Because just having a piece of plastic with a slit in it, you need to have that integrated poncho. It just makes life a lot easier. And then again, most all this stuff that I'm seeing in here is actually branded by My Medic, and these are just some of the hand warmers that are oxygen activated, and it's just a little 2-pack of these guys, and it's your standard fare. They last for about 8 hours. Yeah, you just basically open them up, give them a couple little squeeze, put them in your pockets, and they get warm. So good addition. And then we have a My Medic Super Bivy. The best first aid supplies on the planet, they claim. All right. And it says that this bivy, and I tell you what, it is very compact. It's a very compact little bivy system. It says it reflects 90% of your body heat. It is windproof and waterproof. And it is quiet. The material is quiet. So you're not going to get a lot of the crinkling and all that out of this. So yeah, I'm not going to open this either because it's just a little bivy. Let's see. Yeah, nothing really to say about it. It's just a little bivy. But yeah, so that was in the shelter, sun protection, and clothes bag. And that was it. That was all that was in that bag. All right, let's go ahead and take this bag here. This is the first aid and the multi-tool bag. See what it's about. All right. First thing, we have some super tape, the best duct tape to get the job done, and it's a pretty good size roll. It's probably probably 1.5 inches around there. Yeah, somewhere around there. Does it tell me how much it is? It does, and boy, that writing is super small. I don't have my glasses. It's 10 feet. 1.88 inches by 10 feet. So you have 10 feet of what they're calling a super tape, which is apparently the best duct tape on the planet. And they give you 2 of them. They give you 2 of these. So you have 20 feet. Yeah, 20 feet of their, their best duct tape on the planet. And then for emergency medical treatment, we have an emergency pressure bandage, 4-inch by 60-inch. 4-inch by 177 inches stretched, and this bad boy is vacuum sealed. So we have a really good bandage here. And then on the back, it gives you some representations of use, which is always nice. And then we have a space blanket, emergency rescue blanket. It is 82 inches by 52 inches, and again, this is just another little reflective blanket. So they give you, did we get one over here? No, we just got the bivvy. Okay, so we just got the bivvy. Okay, well, they give you a space blanket, so that's nice. Okay, and they reference this a lot, this first aid and survival stay alive guide. They kind of reference this a lot in the packs here on the what's inside. They make a lot of references to this because this little booklet has sections for clearing everything related to your airway, which is your airway choking, CPR, adults, child's, infants. It has bleeding for quick clot lacerations. It has a section for burns. Has a section for hydration, which includes diarrhea, heat, humidity index, and water. Has medication for altitude sickness. For outdoor, being prepared, compass, field dressing, fire building, first aid, fishing, frostbite, helpful hints, and hypothermia. I'm lost. What now? Well, find your way. Has a section on knots, tying knots, which is very handy. Meteorology, NRA gun safety rules, pre-hunt coordination, shelter building, signaling, snake bite, survival gear, travel markers, wild plant food, and wind chill. Under the specialty category, they have heart attack, heat, sunstroke, hypothermia. Didn't they cover Didn't I just say hypothermia? I did say hypothermia. Okay, well, they got hypothermia in here twice. They really don't want you to freeze to death. Poisoning, shock, and stroke. And then they have strain, sprain, and fracture. They have dislocation, fractures, head and neck injuries, and sprain and strains. And then they have topical insect bites. So yeah, boy, that's a lot of stuff for this little booklet. But yeah, the little booklet, it looks really good. The pages are nice and color coded for the applicable section, so you can very quickly find where you need to be in this little booklet. And it's not really that big. So yes, a lot of information. So that was in this first aid section. And then we have a super wipe topical shower towel, which is 12 inches by 24 inches. And this is going to be a big wet wipe, but it's kind of it's like the Viking wipes, or let's see what else. Man, I cannot remember the name of the company, but they make the extra large, wet wipes that, they have, I don't know, they have stuff to make you clean, make you smell good. Yeah, aloe vera extract, vitamin E, cucumber. Okay, so you're going to smell fruity apparently after you wipe yourself down with this thing. But nonetheless, these things are really nice to have, and you do get one of those. And then we have a multi-tool and a hiker medic first aid supply kit. And do I need to open this? This is a sealed bag. I tell you what, let's just go over it. They do give you a list of contents on the back. It says you have 2 things of sunscreen, 2 things of lip balm, 2 things of burn gel, 2 alcohol wipes, some different size fabric bandages, some gauze pads, some blister strips, some triple antibiotic ointment. You have a whistle, 2 electrolytes. I wonder if those are, okay, these must be drink, okay, I can see those. They're up here at the top. They're drink mixes. Sting and bite relief, an emergency blanket, 20 feet of 550 paracord, some ibuprofen, some Benadryl, and some water purification tablets. So this by itself is a very good, seemingly very good little first aid kit. Just this little bag by itself. I'm not going to open this. I'm going to leave this sealed up because, I mean, come on, guys. You all have seen bandages and some ibuprofen and stuff like that. But the one thing that is interesting that I will point out is the 20 foot of 550 paracord. Generally, you don't find paracord in a first aid kit. Yeah. And it has an emergency blanket. So you got an emergency blanket, you got a bivy, and then you have the space blanket. So they really, seemingly, they give you a lot of stuff to cover with. Okay, this is MyMedic's multi-tool. It says it's stainless steel and aluminum. Functions, let's see what the functions. It says it has a saw, it has a knife, it has a bottle opener, a can opener, a Phillips screwdriver, a slotted screwdriver, has wire cutters, and a hanger. Or it can be used as a hanger. And it's in this little box, in this little sheath. Has a simple belt loop. It's Velcro. And it is branded for MyMedic. Oh, okay, and it does have a little carabiner. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm going to put my fat head in the way so you can see it. But yeah, it has a little carabiner on it. And yeah, it looks like it's branded by MyMedic. So they obviously, you know, partnered with a company. And it's nice because it's spring-loaded. I really love multi-tools like this that are spring-loaded. I don't know why. So you got your normal flare pair of pliers and has an inset wire cutter there on the bottom. And let's see. And yeah, it looks like you just have all your normal tools. I guess they want you to go this way with the tools though, which is fine. There's our saw. No lock, which that's just my nitpick. I don't like multi-tools that don't have frame locks. And here's the blade does though. The blade does have a frame lock. I don't know. Being black, I don't know how good that's going to show up on the camera, but it does. The blade has a frame lock. Nice. Very nice. And then over here we got the can opener and the Phillips screwdriver, along with the flathead and another slightly different shaped can opener. Oh, well, no, that's a can. Well, okay, they're two different sizes, it seems like. Okay, that's fine. But I will say this. For this being sort of a sourced thing, the frame is very sturdy. Yeah, and it says it's made out of stainless and aluminum. So depending on who made this for them, let's go back to the blade. Okay, so it does have a frame lock. So when you hold it, you're going to be kind of like this when you're actually using it, and feels okay. Feels okay. And again, in an emergency situation, this is going to serve you better than nothing. I will say this. This is better. This is a better multi-tool than some that I have seen provided with other pre-made kits. Okay, this is definitely better. Okay, so I'll go ahead and go out on a limb and say that, because I've seen some pre-made kits that try to throw in a multi-tool, and that multi-tool just be really, really bad. Like cheap, as the day is long, and one that I personally wouldn't want to have to use in any type situation. But this one, I would say I would feel comfortable. I would feel comfortable using this. So yeah. Okay, so that was all that bag. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to real quickly throw all this stuff back in here. So far, right? So far, what do you think? It's not bad. It has a lot of things in it that you know, I would say if I was building this kit myself, you know, I would probably put these same, not these same, or obviously not the same branded stuff, but the theme of what is in here. They're doing pretty good. So next one is fire, light source, and navigation. Okay, so we got 2 packages of InstaFire fire starter. I have used this stuff and it does work very well. They do have a video, a picture representation of how to use it on the back of the bag. And yeah, this stuff really works very well. They give you 2 bags of that, which is a lot. So, and then we got some matches. And these are not branded, but they're really weird looking. They're weatherproof matches because they're coated, but they're coated pink, which is kind of not making any judgment calls, but I've never seen pink matches like that. And they do have a little strike pad, but usually stuff like this we would see like UCO or something like that, company like that. But okay, but yeah, hey, you've got a little box here, a little container here of matches, and you do get a pretty good little amount of them in there. So you can definitely got a way to make fire. All right. So when you're lost and your feeling of despair kicks in, you can crack a glow stick and you can have a rave. Just one though, so you can't overdo it. We got a box. What's in the box? What is this? Got some USB stuff. What is this? What is this? Is this a headlamp? Oh, this is a headlamp. Okay, a very strange looking headlamp, but it's a headlamp. And apparently it already has a battery in it. That they don't, apparently they don't, you have to remove with a very small jeweler screwdriver, so the battery is in there. And it's already got some juice. Oh man, that's a little bright, oh that's a bright little sucker too. Oh, really bright little sucker, okay. Alright, and got some signaling action going on. Okay, alright, alright, I hear you. I hear you, little guy. But where's the port? Oh, you just plug it in right there. Okay, so you just to recharge this, you just plug it in right here and you hook it to a USB. So right away, to supplement this, you're going to need a battery bank. So yeah, to charge headlight. But they give you a headlight, so that's okay. That's good. And you saw she worked. She's bright. So no complaints. So you got a nice little headlight. Now look at this. I told you I can't put stuff back in packages. I don't know. I'm handicapped in that way. And then the last little bag is a compass. Wow, really neat compass. And this is a for real land navigation compass. And she does point north. So yeah, this is nice. This is nice. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. This is definitely a land navigation compass. It has all your gradient marks I don't know, because it's transparent, if you're going to be able to make that out or not, but it does have a lot of gradient marks all around, and it is fluorescent yellow. So yeah, you can do, yes, and you can dial it within the gradient marks of the platform that it sits on. You can turn this to actually do some measuring if you are into land navigation like that. If you are not, I would suggest getting you a book on compass land navigation. They can be had for very little money, and it's actually very interesting to learn how to navigate around and get your bearings and make a and cut a line and follow it with a compass. When you learn actually how to navigate on the land. So if you don't know how to do that, you ought to pick up a little book and just when you got some spare time, learn how to do that. Unless you're one of the preppers who believes that we're about to have a magnetic pole reversal or a pole shift. Using a magnetic compass may not be the best thing. So, yeah, if you're that kind of prepper that you believe that we're about to go through a magnetic pole shift, wouldn't worry about the compass. The last bag is food and water. Yeah. I did comment on this bag because when I opened this originally and kind of pulled all these bags out and showed you guys, I saw a life straw, and I was pleasantly surprised. I do like it when these kits put name brand things that have a certain level of quality and value to them, because it doesn't do you a whole lot of good to go out and buy a kit and then say, okay, well, like the multi-tool, well, I'm gonna buy my own for that, and my own headlamp, and my own this, and my own that. Well, if you were to do that, especially with this kit, if you do that with this kit, you're already starting at $250 with this kit. So if you then, start replacing everything with your own personalized taste items, this kit, to make this kit, is going to be really, really expensive. So let's go ahead and talk about the life straw. So you get well, don't tell me what, it's just a life straw personal water filter. Let's see, does it tell me how much it'll do though? Come on, life straw. Anyway, there's a lot of writing on here, and I'm pretty sure it's on here how much it will actually filter. 1,000 gallons, 4,000 liters. There you go. So yeah, you have a life straw, branded life straw filter. Very, very good. And loose in here were some aqua tabs. 4 aqua tabs fell out of this bag when I opened it. And we have some water, and I have a lot of this stuff, and it's in Ziploc bags, but there's 4. There's 4 of these pouches. Each one of these pouches is 125 milliliters, or 4.227 fluid ounces. There's 4 of them. So yeah. So you got over 16 ounces of water here, which is nice to have the water in the kit. It makes the kit heavy, and that's always the trade-off when people build kits like this. When you start trying to add water to these kits, it makes the kits incredibly heavy. So that's just food for thought. Okay, and then here we have a water bag. Yes? Yes. Yes. Water bag. Yep, and it's just a little water pouch. Has a lid up here. And it does say it's BPA free. It is 0.7 liters. And like I said, it does have My Medic on it. So you do have a water bag. Nice. All right, and for some food, how are we going to survive? Well, apparently you're going to be surviving off of some lifeboat bars, which is fine. These are SOS Food Lab. It contains three food bars. So there's 3 wafers in here. They're not individually wrapped. This is a one and done. When you open it, you can probably, because you have within this kit, they gave you some extra Ziploc bags. You can repurpose some of the Ziploc bags. So you could easily open one of these up, eat it, and put the other 2, put them back in this bag and throw them in a Ziploc bag and eat them later. Let's see. Contains 3 food bars, 1,200 calories. So each bar is 410 calories. Okay, so you have to eat all this to get 1,200 calories out of it. And this is obviously 20, because it's 1,200 calories, it's just one day. Because it says here, eat 1 food bar per serving 3 times a day. So the intent for this kit is for one person for one day. That's the food, or at least off of this. And this fell out too. This is a New Millennium Energy Bar Orange Natural Flavor, and this has 400 calories. So what I'm assuming you would do, this has 400 calories, it has 18 grams of fat, 15 milligrams of sodium, 53 grams of carbs, some fibers from sugar, and 8 grams of protein. Okay, the way I interpret this is you take this bar and you snack on this as you are traversing, and then when you actually stop to either assess a situation or you're taking a break, then you would eat these. Yeah. And you have water, you have a way to filter water, you have a collection bag, and you even have the aqua tabs to put in with the water to kill any bad stuff. But the problem though is this the life straw that has the, I don't think it is. I don't know if this is the life straw that has a tube on it. No. Okay, so what you are doing with this kit does not have like a cooking cup. So how is this kit deficient? Let me know in the comment section down below. You were here, you watched me open all this stuff. What do you think is missing? This kit would be a lot better if it had an Esbit stove, if it had maybe a canteen cup with the cooking insert, that it sleeves into. Because yes, you can collect water, you can treat the water, you can use the sock to filter the water. I would still rather boil it. Yeah. Nitpick. That's nitpicking. If it was up to me, I would definitely put a canteen cup or just a little stainless steel cup that I could put on a little Esbit stove, and I would put a little Esbit stove, because literally you can get an Esbit stove in a little container, and you can actually put the fuel tabs inside the Esbit stove when you close it up, so it doesn't take up a whole lot of space. There's more than enough room. There's still, a pretty good amount of room in this dry bag, even with all of this stuff in the bag. There's still room. So yeah, I would definitely I've put that stuff. So yeah, what do you guys think? Worth 250 bucks? And I checked the website before I shot this video, and they actually had it on sale. So I think you get it for like 220, which definitely makes it look more attractive. But yeah, sound off in the comments below. What would you supplement this kit with? Do you think this kit's worth the price tag for it from MyMedic? Do you think that they really did a good job with providing you, because this is kit for you. This is something you're going to go buy. Would you be happy with it? Sound off in the comment section. Let me know. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.